So it looks like the First Lady, Melania Trump, has issued a challenge to students, and it's somewhere in the AI field. So let's see what this is.
First Lady Melania Trump revealing her latest project, leading the push to educate the next generation of Americans about AI.
And that's one thing I will say. When it comes to Trump and Melania, they have been very, very vocal about being on the side of AI and crypto. So that's bravo to them.
Are you ready for an AI challenge? Take part in this nationwide initiative to discover, develop, and expand AI's potential. The President's National Artificial Intelligence Challenge invites every student in America, from kindergarten to 12th grade, to unleash their imagination and showcase the spirit of American innovation.
Now that's amazing because they started these children off young, from kindergarten to 12th grade, and educating them about AI. I don't know how that's going to work because I wasn't raised in that era. So I don't know how these kids are going to be raised being or having this amazing. I mean, I would say because when we was coming up, they thought cell phones was big and the internet and social media was big. But I feel like AI is a little bit bigger. So that's amazing. I don't know how it's going to feel with them growing up with this much technology or having means to be able to find this type of thing, but I feel like it's super close to what we had as Google so far. It's just you can go deeper in the questions you ask and get a more detailed answer out of it. But that's amazing that they start in kindergarten and 12th grade. That means that a lot of these kids are going to be inclined when it comes to technology. They're going to be a lot more advanced than what we was growing up when it comes to technology.
Michael Kratsios.
Also, another thing I like is that they are pushing this. Now, crypto, that's a give or take, right? You can have your arguments about it. But when it comes to AI, artificial intelligence, and robots, America is so behind in comparison to places like China. So we do need all hands on deck if we ever plan on competing with them in this realm of AI.
Serves as the director of the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy, and he joins us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning. It's great to be
Good
here.
morning. We saw her, what she did. She was a big advocate for Take It Down, for that act that took down the AI-generated naked pictures of young girls that they were fakes, and she helped get those down, and now she's doing this presidential AI challenge. What exactly is it, Michael?
That's just horrible. That's just horrible. And with that being said, I wonder if those people got prosecuted. And that's why we need to put more strenuous laws around AI because maybe they got away with that because it was self-created or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I might have to look into that. But I hope they got prosecuted, whoever used the AI to create that, because it's just.
Yeah, it's a great moment for our country. Well, the president signed an executive order in April of this year and essentially prioritized AI education in K through 12. And the challenge is all about young Americans being able to team up together to develop and use AI solutions and AI tools to create great opportunities in their own local communities. So you can imagine students teaming up to create and use AI tools to do things like optimize bus routes, for example, for their local school district, to maybe use large language models to help identify indigenous plants, maybe in their local gardens. You could help empower and work with their local fire departments. So the opportunities are endless. But the key is we want to have America's youth plugged in. And
I wonder the things that he just named. I wonder if those were things that was already that has happened since they signed that. I wonder if it's already been kids that's used or did those things in their community, or is he just spewing out ideas that they could do? Because it's amazing if they have already done those things. It just shows how bright the future could be with children having this type of technology.
Working on and using AI tools.
I would imagine with kids growing up around so much AI on social media and on the internet, that they would be pretty far wiser than I think maybe people who are older about AI.
Absolutely. So I think we have an opportunity to harness that excitement and that interest and allow them to leverage those tools for the betterment of their communities. And what we love about this whole project and what the President and the First Lady are pushing is the idea for these young Americans to team up together to solve real-world solutions for their local communities. But ultimately, and I think the policy behind all of this is that no matter what age you are, wherever you go in your professional career, whether you want to be a doctor, whether you want to be a lawyer, whether you want to work in law enforcement, you will be leveraging these tools in the future. So this Presidential AI Challenge affords you the opportunity.
And that's so true. And when they say future, it's very near future. All of the recent content and stories and articles I've been reading, all of them for some reason has been choosing 2030 as that special year or number. And a stat that you guys can look up, I've seen it said by 2030, 80% of people will have to deal with the AI robot every day. So that's 8 out of 10 people will have to deal with an AI robot within the next 5 years. So within the next 5 years, 8 out of 10 people is gonna have to deal with an AI robot daily. That's technology. It's moving extremely fast. So even if it takes a younger person to teach you, don't be too big for that, right? And don't feel like you know too much. Take that opportunity so you won't get left behind.
Opportunity to work with these tools and develop great projects and have hands-on experience so you can go off into the workforce with the tools that you need to succeed in the new economy.
First Lady is perfect to do this. She loves kids, likes to focus on learning. I got it. But how does it actually look in practicality? What, beside whether these going to be things teachers are going to be asked to do, whether they're going to be surrogates fanning out from the government through these different schools, what is it going to look like?
So signups open today on AI.gov, and the way it looks is that you will have to team up with other students and also have an adult mentor or a teacher to help sponsor your team. Over the course of this fall, you have the opportunity to develop an AI solution for a local challenge you have in your community, and submissions are due by the end of December. From there, there's going to be a regional competition that's held later in the spring, and that's ultimately going to lead and culminate an event here at the White House where all of the national winners will be able to come to be here with us in Washington.
And Michael, one of the big things is if you ask.
Now this is actually an amazing opportunity, because the thing about AI and using AI, you don't have to be an all A student. You don't have to be the smartest person, right? You just have to be good at asking questions and giving instructions. So once you have a problem and then you start working a way to fix it or trying to find a solution, and you have what you would call this super brain or this super technology to help you through that, I feel like this is amazing, right? It used to be spelling bees and math competitions. Now we're using AI to fix real life problems in the community. And we having kids start that critical thinking at a very young age. So that's amazing. And this is an amazing opportunity.
Asked me 10 years ago to give directions, I was great. But now since GPS, I don't even know where north is. I've gotten so dumb when it comes to directions. Are you worried that AI is going to do too much thinking for the next generation when they should be really learning to think?
That's an amazing question. That's an amazing question. And it goes hand in hand, like I was just saying, that critical thinking, right? That critical thinking is, I wouldn't be able to tell which would be more important, right? Is it the common sense and those base knowledge things that you should have, or would you rather them have or spend their time trying to come up with solutions to bigger problems and letting AI handle all those small things? Personally, of course, I would want to see a balance in between that, but I don't control the school board. I don't control what's going to be in these curriculums and around that thing. But that's an amazing question he just asked.
It's such a great question, and I think that is that's the underpinning spirit of the entire project. The idea is We want to show that these tools can be used to make good and positive and beneficial impact to the communities around us. They're not just crutches so that you can, not have to do your homework or not have to study for an exam. The answer is that you can actually leverage these tools to solve real-world problems and improve your community around you. And we're so excited to be able to see what so many young Americans can work on and create, and ultimately be able to showcase those here in Washington.
Yeah, Michael, I have that problem with music now. Remember, we used to buy CDs, and I knew every Garth Brooks song. Now I hear a song, I'm like, I like it. I have no idea who sings it. Michael, how can we as parents help? Because our generation, we're not so tech savvy, and we're not necessarily don't know everything about AI. We know how to get on ChatGPT. That's about it. How can we help our children develop a love for this? Because this is the future.
Yeah, so the second part of the executive order that the president signed had a call out to the community, to the private sector, for great technology industry partners, to academia, to so many others, to actually create a repository of AI tools that students, teachers, and parents can all use to help educate their students on how to use this new technology. So if you go to AI.gov, you can see a lot of our partners that are volunteering and donating all of these great tools for parents to be able to use to better understand how they can teach their students, how they can teach their children.
And that's another amazing thing. So them creating basically a toolbox of AI tools, right, kind of give these kids an idea on which way to go into. And I firmly believe that it's no creativity in the world like the creativity of a child. Um, as you get older, that creativity starts to get spewed, and you start to lose, people start to lose faith in bringing things to life. But with children, it's a different type of faith and a different type of creativity. So it's amazing that these adults are going and doing the hard work and creating these tools, and then showing them like, this is how this works, and this is how this works. Whatever you can create with this, uh, we'll applaud you for it. Whatever you can fix in your neighborhood, in your community, we'll applaud you for it. So that's amazing in itself. And I like the way that they're going about it. They're not just throwing the kids out there and be like, hey, take this chatbot and figure something out, right? There's like, these are what we use these things for, and we want to see what you could do to change your community.
And be able to help them get ready for wielding these tools in school and beyond.
All right, Michael Kratsios, thanks so much for joining us today. Good
Thanks,
luck,
Michael.
you and the First Lady.
Thank you, guys.
So, all in all, I think that this was amazing. Um, I mean, I would have to go watch Melania actual presentation that she gave when declaring the challenge. I'm not sure. I will have to go watch that. But just from what I've seen in that short clip, this is an amazing opportunity, and I feel like it should be more broadcasted. I feel like this is something that should be talked about. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask my younger family members if they're mentioning this, if this is being pushed in schools. But I want to see as much effort as being put into sports, debate, um, all of these other things, spelling bees, and I want to see this same attention being put on this AI forefront. I want to see the same attention being put in here. I want the same effort. I want the same backing and sponsorship that all these other things get, all these other extracurricular activities get, because, like I said, we are extremely behind when it comes to the AI infrastructure of China. Like they are very, very ahead. And we don't want, just from an economy based, we don't want to have to end up relying on China when it comes to this, especially if AI is going to mean so much in the future. Like I said, the next 5 years, by 2030, right? They're doing whatever they can to create more energy and finding new ways to create more energy just to keep up with the rapid pace that AI is growing. You just seen recently they had the AI robot Olympics. All right, so the pace that this is growing at, all right, we need to catch up so we don't have to rely on another country, right, for our well-being when it comes to this area, because it's gonna mean a lot to us. So let me know what y'all think. Drop the comments below. And I think this is a really good clip. And if you got any nephews, nieces, family members, friends with kids between that kindergarten to 12th grade, you need to sign them up. AI.gov, and go sign them up and let them link up and meet other kids and use these tools. It's not about winning. The win is gonna be in the end when we really understand how this works and we have them becoming critical thinkers with this use of AI.